He's been well tackled there by the Rajan's flanker. Here's the big prop forward, Subhasingha. They have the numbers there. Nirosh Shudyanga, the captain. He's been well handled there by Rajans. Here's Janik Silva. Oh, the referee still has the ball in favor of Science College, and that's the second try for Madhusankar. Excellent work by the flanker.
It was just a simple step. He stepped the player in front of him. I think it was his opposite number, the blindside flanker, and he was through a hole, and there wasn't any cover defence. They didn't have anyone coming across to pick him up.
Second try for Udesh Madhusankar, the blindside flanker, doing the job for Science College. Second under the post try for the home team. Another easy conversion here for Tanuja Madhuranga. The most exciting players this season for Science College. And that's true, 14 points to nil. Not even 10 minutes, Science College are 14-0.
It's going to be a long day for the Rajans unless they can tighten up their defence around the ruck. Looks like 2 or 3 out wide from the ruck. The defensive numbers get a little bit slim, but the willingness of the Science team to run the ball is exceptional, and they'll be growing in confidence, and they'll be harder to stop now.
Certainly it is. Science College, they have been playing inside the Rajans' territory so far this game, and still haven't been able to put up a decent attacking move here. Here's Laksara, not been able to collect it cleanly. Offside there by Science College is the first real shot at goal for Rajans. Will they go for the 3 points?
Well, it looks like the captain's pointing at the post, and the referee's saying let's go for the post. I have played in a game where the captain has turned to the referee and pointed at the post and said, "Ref, are the posts straight?" And the other team thought that he was asking for the penalty shot, and he tapped it and ran.
Gihan Deshapriya, the fullback, will be taking the kicks for Dharmaraja College. His first sport is football, I heard. This guy, the fullback, this is his second year if I'm not mistaken, but he's a good football player, but his penalty kick is not successful. The scores remain 14-0 in favor of Science.
So the Rajans, they're just trying to change the momentum of the game, get on the scoreboard and just change things up, make it so that Science have to kick off again. And it's a good idea. Maybe they could have played the ball in hand. It's easy to say in hindsight.
Madhuranga, 3-start from the 22. Collected well there by the winger. Good run there by the wing 3-quarter. Bandara with the ball. Gives it to Captain Chalindu Vijay Singh. Here's the danger man, Anand Raja. Good run there by number 13. And he loses the ball.
I've got to say, Science College were pretty lucky to get away with that right in front of the ref. The Science College player was just lying in the bottom of the ruck. Looks like there's a Rajan, the outside centre, there's a bit crook. His arm's a bit wobbly, maybe.
That's Shinal Pereira, the outside centre for Science College, beg your pardon, Dharmaraja College. Here's another full 8-man line out for Science College. Here's Silva Pereira, the hooker for Science College. Good number 2 collection there by Science College. They're driving the maul. Excellent work by Science College. Madhu comes up with the ball. Madhuranga to Udayanga. Referee comes for the first infringement. It's a penalty advantage for Science College.
I think he might have gotten a call from the sideline there. There's a lot of players, a lot of referees' assistants in the grandstand, letting the referee know that someone had come in from the side. But what an excellently drilled line out the Science College have. They marched the Rajans back there maybe 25 metres.
Pereira seems in some pain here. The physiotherapist going through the motions, going through his work routine. Probably his left shoulder. If not, I think it's his shoulder, yes. But he's a tough lad. He's up on his feet.
He looked like he got a stinger from that contact earlier on, and he's just getting some treatment for it. But here we see Science College. They'll just be looking to march up the sideline and then have another line out and show their line out skills again. They're excellent. They're really well drilled forward pack.
Ravindu Pereira, the hooker for Science College. This time they'll be planning to run this. Good collection there by Laksara, but the referee says not straight.
It's a shame they had something going on. There was a shortened 5-man line out, and the forwards and the were out in the backs. Were pretty keen to get their hands on the ball. But could that have been a decoy? Were they going to drive it up in the forwards? We'll never know.
Another let off there by Science College. Here's Dharmaraja with the putting Bandara, the little halfback, Prabhash Bandara. Good run there by the number 8, Taraka De Silva. Good work there by Science fullback. Here's the counter attack. Here's the young halfback Madhu Madhava going for the contact there. Not a wise decision there by the fly half, I presume. Here's Dilshan. Madhuranga. He has a nice boot to himself. Good chase there by his brother Tarindu Madhuranga. Good phase of play once again by Science College.
That's right. It looks like they're mostly dangerous from broken play. Their set play, backline moves look a little bit static, but it was an excellent kick and caught the fullback out of position. You can see he's maybe he hasn't had as much experience as one would like at fullback. Luckily for him, the ball ran out. Now they've got a line out.
Science College will need to get out of the 22 as soon as possible. They cannot afford to miss out this line out. It's the captain Chalindu Vijay Singh tapping it out. Prabhash Bandara gives it to the fly half. Good kick there by Desha Priya.
Amazing kick. Looks like he starred in the Great Escape. It was a sloppy line out. They didn't quite keep the man up in the air long enough, and the ball was tapped back, and the halfback rushed the ball to the fly half. He stepped around one player and got the ball out, but gained 40 metres.
Another good collection there by Madhusankar, the try scorer. Trying to work their rolling maul. It was very dangerous few minutes ago. It's another penalty advantage for Science College. Here's Captain Udayanga going back into the traffic. There's Madhuranga. Long cutout pass to Shemil Gunasekara. Here's the try scorer Madhusankar. Hands in the ruck, says referee Rohan Fernando. Another penalty for Lions College.
There's great defence there by the number 12 for the Rajans. He got up quickly and almost stopped that move and forced the stray pass. Really stopped the attack, which is what you want from your skipper.
Referee Rohan Fernando just giving few advice to the Rajans captain Shalindu Vijay Singha. Here's Madhuranga, the nice touch kick there by the first centre for Science College, the playmaker.
Now this will be a worry for the Rajans. The formidable line out, just outside their 22.
They lost the ball in a cardinal error there by Science College.
And well sacked as well. They knew what was coming. They sacked the man early as soon as he hit the ground before they could form them all. He was sacked straight away, and that caused the little break. Now we see them go into a scrum, and the Rajans' scrum so far has been very solid.
The front row has been very impressive so far this season. They continue to impress all these rugby fans. So it's a live coverage of the Science College, Dharmaraja College game. Science College leading 14. Here's the number 8 going through the short side, but he's been tapped into the outside region. Excellent work there by the blindside flanker.
That's right, and that's a cardinal error. You can't pick the ball up and from number 8 and run left. You're running straight into traffic. The halfback's there. There's no space, and he's turned the ball over after an excellent scrum.
Another opportunity for Science College. The referee has his arms in favor of Science. Hansaja. Oh, Tarindu Madhuranga almost caught it. And the referee comes back into the infringement coming in from the side, says referee Rohan Fernando.
Well, it looks like the polish is just coming off Science College here. The backline's static. The kick was a little bit wayward. Their line-out's not dominating as much as we saw in the first 10 minutes. Maybe the Rajans are just coming into the game now.
Here we see the 1 minute water break due to this hot temperature here experiencing in Sri Lanka. So far, just give us your thoughts on the first 20 minutes there.
Well, it's a phonetic start by Science College. They came out of the blocks charging, and that first try when they got into open play, that really showed how excellent their team spirit is and keeping the ball alive. The flanker, the blindside flanker that was on the inside of a great run by the winger and scored under the post. The second try they scored was just a simple step, and he was through a hole, but there wasn't any cover. And maybe that's another place where the fullback was out of position again and wasn't there to be the last man in defence. But now the Rajans have just started to come back into the game. They've started to stall the Science College and their momentum, and now they'll probably be looking for a little bit of territory. But if they're going to kick the ball, they've got to make sure they've got a good chase to back it up.
Yeah, excellent review there by Paul Toya, all the way from Australia. It's great to have you here in the commentary box for ThePapare.com, Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub. The news from Royal Complex is Royal College, the defending champions, leading 7-0 against their arch rivals St Thomas's College for the Michael Gunratha Trophy. This is another gentle reminder to all the viewers. The papare.com is available on all social media platforms, on all major social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, wherever you want it. We are there. Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub in Sri Lanka, and we'll now go back into the line out. There's been a change as well. 13 has been taken out, and here we see Science College barging their way through. Dangerous maul here by Science College. They're still with the position. Excellent work there by Science College. Not rolling away, says referee. Another penalty advantage for Science College. Madhumadava gives it to Hansaja. Here's Madhuranga. He spots the gap. Can he go through? Good cover defense there by Rajans. Here's the fullback. Madhumadava sneaks through, and that's the third try for Science College. The little halfback Madhumadava. Hashan Madhumadava, the try scorer. Excellent work there by the little halfback.
That's right. They've got a little soft belly around the ruck time, and they don't really set their ruck defence well enough, and that's twice they've been caught out there. The halfback just sort of half selling a dummy, nipping around the edge and getting through a half tackle and carrying the other players with him.
He's a very dangerous player, the #9 for Science College. His last week's box kick against St. Peter's College won them the game. He has a brilliant head over his shoulder, brilliant rugby head. Here's Tanuja Madhuranga with his third conversion. Another easy conversion for him, and it's true. 21 points to nil. Science College leading this game. Just 22 minutes into this game. Excellent start by the host.
I'd imagine from here the Science College will just be looking to kick the ball to the sidelines and play position, and then wait till the Rajans kick the ball out so that they can have another line out. Their line out's just so dominant today.
$21 points to nil. Science College dominating this game here at Ratmalana Air Force grounds. It's the third week of Singer Under-20 Rugby League. Janit Laksar here. Here's the big flanker. Good run there by Janit Laksar. Here's Madhumadava. Neatly chased away. Almost a try for Rajans. Here's the fullback, Dilshan. Here's Gunasekara. Big prop forward here with the ball. Penalty for Science College.
Very lucky to get away with just the penalty. Some referees would have given a yellow card for that. It looked a little bit cynical. He was definitely offside, and he just whipped the foot out before the halfback could make the box kick.
There's another opportunity for Science College inside the Rajans half. They will once again go for the maul ball.
You'd think so. They've called a full line out. You'd imagine they're going to take it in tight and rumble up. And there they set up again, and they almost get the sack right, but not quite.
They brought down the ball, but that's a penalty. Probably this time referee Rohan Fernando might go for a card.
Looks like he's got his hands in his one hand in the pocket, the referee. And he's got a New Year's card out, and it's yellow.
Yes, that's #7. Manisha Bandara the culprit. He'll have 10 minutes out of play.
I can understand why he would have done that. He's desperate to make effect some sort of change in this game. We saw him have a great charge down a couple of minutes ago when he was almost through for a try, but now he's going to cool his heels a little on the sideline, and Science College have got another opportunity to go against the line out of the Rajans, but the Rajans only have 7 men in the line out this time.
It'll be very hard to stop this marauding Science Mall. They go through a brilliant set play. Oh, they were almost going through the excellent bit of set move there.
Well, 21 points up. Yeah, this is when you can do those little funny moves that you practice at the end of training. The forwards will have a little laugh about that sort of stuff, and it's not your go-to play when things are tight, but when you're up by 21 points, that's when you can do that sort of thing.
And here we see another player down. Still cannot identify the player. Looks like his head knocked during the collision with the number 2 hooker. Seems like the fullback, but we're not quite sure who the player is.
This is in World Rugby, this is a big an issue at the moment, the concussions and concussion testing of players, because dementia, especially in New Zealand, is now being linked to rugby knocks. So dementia in their later years of rugby players are being linked, but nothing's been proven yet. But that's one way to stop that rolling maul, and everyone was set up for a rolling maul there at that line out, and the sneaky little play where the no jump, short throw to the front and then back to the hooker, and they almost paid dividends.
That's Osanda Kulupana, the number 11 for Rajans. He's back on his feet. Good to see him back on his feet. And here's Rajans. They need to get this line out perfect. If not, they'll be in very dangerous position here. Just managed to get the ball. They need to get themselves out of this 22. Good kick there by Desha Priya. It's not his favorite boot there, but excellent bit of play there by Rajans.
Another great escape. Had to dodge a player. As a good tidy line out. They drove more lateral than forward, but they did hold on to the ball. It just set up the chasers for Science College, and they came through quickly, but he got the ball away. And now they're all the way out to the halfway line.
Luxor once again, a neat collection. It's been a driving force for Science this season. Managed to go through Science College. Excellent driving maul once again. That's the first call for use. They have turned over the ball. Excellent work there by Rajan's defense. Dharmaraja in the thick of things there.
That's right. He's trying to affect the game and change momentum, and that's one way you can do it. Stop that rolling maul. It's been so lethal. The referee called play at once, and they couldn't get the ball out after that. But it just looks like the Rajans are a little bit too high at those mauls and coming up, and they're almost standing up trying to drive, and they really should drop their shoulders and drop their hips and drive in as a unit.
Here's the Rajans line, making few impact. That's the bird, number 12. Great run there. Oh, he messed it up. But a brilliant run there by number 12, Nimesh Ratnayaka.
It was a great run. He probably could have set up his winger on the outside. If I was a winger, and I was once upon a time, I'd be asking him why he didn't make the pass. So there's one man to beat. But great pace, a great fend, and And that's encouraging. First they sack them all and they turn the ball over. Then they run. Their backs have a run and they make 40 metres. So they're still in the game even though they're 21 points behind.
That would have been probably the best move by the Rajans so far in this game. It's Madhu Madhava.
I think it's been the best looking backline move from a set piece so far in the game.
Here's Madhuranga. Not a good collection there. Nevertheless, they still have the ball. Rajans. Excellent chase there by Tanuja's brother Tarindu. Bandara, the little halfback. Another good run there by number 14. Here's Kalupana giving it to the danger man. Good tackle on the big man.
The referee calling it early there, not coming in from the side, from the Science College, but also the tackle player didn't release the ball on the grip, release the tackle player on the ground, and so he could have gotten him for any offence there. But it's encouraging for the Rajans. If they hold on to the ball, then they make metres.
Certainly it is. Rajans, they're one man down, but still encouraging signs for the lads from Kandy. Here Apitia. Here's Bandara. Number 10. Here's Anandaraja. Good tackle on the big man there. Out of sorts there was. Here's the number 8. And that's a penalty for Science College.
Well, they just didn't get the numbers there, and
The captain has taken it quickly. Was it a high tackle? Referee, yes, has pointed out the high tackle. Science College have the advantage here. Will there be another card, Paul?
it looks like the referee might have had enough, and I'm not sure he's going to march here because it was slowing the ball up for sure. But has he given them a warning? Maybe he has.
That's Manuka here, Apitia, the hooker for Rajans.
So there you go. I'd imagine that would have been the final warning. Let the ball come out. Don't play the ball on the ground. Very lucky to get away with that, Rajans.
It's another attacking line out for Science College once again. They still have the one-man advantage, Science College. Here's Udesh Madhusanka with a neat collection. They're trying to drill down that maul here. Once again, Dharmaraja College defending furiously here. Here's Hansaja, the fly half. Here's Madhu Madhava, the danger man, and he squeaks through once again. Hey, this young little scrum half is putting up a show here, Paul.
Well, that's got to be one of the first things you train in pre-season training and also training each week, and that's your ruck defence, and they had no one there standing at first defender. He just waltzed straight through. There was a big hole there, and that's disappointing after an encouraging comeback. Although they didn't get points, the Rajans, they just let that number 9 straight through again. And to let through a try with a couple of minutes to go before half-time is disappointing. They would have liked to have gone in to the break just 21 points behind, even though that bit disappointing, that number as well.
Another easy conversion for Tanuja Maduranga, and it's through. 28 points to nil. Almost 33 minutes into this first half of this game. Science College leading 28 points to nil. Defense have been scrambled for Rajans. They had a good game last week against Kingswood College, but seems like they're up for a tough challenge against the Science College team.
The number 7 comes back on for the Rajans, and they've got a full complement of players, and they'll be hoping to finish this half strongly. They've played well, but just let themselves down in a couple of areas.
Good tackle there by the number 7. He has returned back and has saved up some energy, staying outside for 10 minutes.
He's as keen as mustard, and he's frothing to go.
Madhu Madhava, another dangerous box kick. Neat collection there by Gihantesh Apriya. Excellent counter-attacking there by Science College, and they have the ball. Not a good pass there, but still they managed to go through. Here's the danger man, Tarindu Maduranga. Good pass on. That's the hat-trick for Udesh Madhusanka. Hat-trick for the blindside flanker. The 5th try for Science College.
And there you have it. So the blindside flanker for Science College just follows that speedy winger around and stays on his inside shoulder, and he collects another try. But broken field play again, where the ball goes to the ground. There's a bounce pass. The defence is standing off, and then all of a sudden they're away. They just seem to accelerate from a standing start and find holes, and really you can't really, difficult to defend against that.
Certainly it is. Udesh Madhusanka, hat-trick for the blindside flanker. Pretty much the carbon copy like the first try. And that's true. 35 points to nil. Brilliant start for Science College this half. Tanuja Maduranga, he has just received 5 easy conversions. He stacked up 10 points so far in this game, and Science College looking like they'll be putting up the highest point score this season.
That's right, they'll be looking to put on a lot of points here so that they can head up to the top of the table. At present they're second on points difference. They look like they've got the game in the bag, so they'll just be looking to go through their pieces and do what they need to do.
Poor kick there by the Science player, but nevertheless Rajans, they have an opportunity here. They have the penalty advantage. They need to support the forwards. Another unforced error there by Dharmaraja College.
Pretty basic error, passing error from the inside centre, and the inside centre, as far as backs are concerned, is one of your best passes of the ball, and it really wasn't up to scratch. It looked like they were had a few willing runners coming around him as well, and if he just opened his eyes and straightened up a little bit, he might have brought them into play.
It's Ratnayaka, the culprit earlier. Here's Pereira. Another crooked throw there by Science College hooker.
Now, as a captain of the team, that you'd be saying to your players, if you're a Rajan, that now we've got a great scrum, we've got a great opportunity here. We're 40 metres out, maybe a little less, 36, 7 metres out. It's a left-hand side scrum, so that's a great attacking opportunity. Can we do something here? Our backs have looked good, so let's see if we can finish off the half well.
Here's the dangerous number 12. Was well tackled there by Science College. Another good counter-ruck. Dharmaraja have been very disappointing in the breakdowns. Here's Desha Priya.
Nice feet by the fullback there. He evaded 3 or 4 players, and good pick and go there by the tight player.
Here's Bandara once again. A good run there by the forward. They have lost the ball in contact. Another cardinal error by Dharmaraja.
The clean out for the Rajans just doesn't seem to be crisp enough. They don't seem to go past the ball, and hence the ball's not coming out quick enough from their breakdown. I think they might also be putting in too many numbers into those breakdowns.
Madhu, who scored 2 tries so far in this game, will feed this scrum. Another set move here by Madhu Madhava. Offloading, brilliant skills here by Science College. Here's the big prop forward, Janik Silva, gaining few meters for Science College. Here's that hat-trick try scorer, Madhu Sankar. He's been brilliant so far. They have the numbers out wide, Science College. Here's Hansager. They've lost the ball, Science College. And excellent work there by skipper Nirosh Udayanga. And these all photographs, videos published on the ThePapare.com Facebook page are available for purchase at reasonable rates. Call our new hotline 0777 822 777 to purchase these photographs and videos published by our excellent crew. And that's the end of the first half. Science College leading 35 points to nil. Paul, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, it was a comprehensive display from Science College. They took the bull by the horns and really attacked the line from broken play. A couple of three great tries from the blindside flanker, just supporting on the inside of a very speedy winger. Their line out has been excellent, and that's been used as their platform to score a number of tries as well. The Rajans, they'll be disappointed with giving away the ball in the first instance in a couple of kicks. Their chase hasn't been good enough. The line out sacking hasn't been up to scratch, but they've got a lot to work on, and we'll be happy to see what they come up with in the second half.
Certainly it is. And the news from Ratmalana Air Force Grounds is Science College leading 35 points to nil at the end of the first half, and we will be back with a live coverage from Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, ThePapare.com, bring you live pictures, and we'll be back in another 10 minutes.
Easy Cash ලොව පුරා පිළිගත් මුදල් යවන ආයතන රාශියක් සමග එක්වේ. රට සල්ලි එවලේම ඔබේ මොබයිල් ෆෝන් එකට ලබාගත හැකි නවීන හා පහසුම ක්‍රමයක් හඳුන්වා දී. රට සල්ලි ඕනෑම වේලාවක ඕනෑම තැනකින් ඔබට ළඟම Easy Cash මධ්‍යස්ථානයකින් අරගන්න. වැඩි විස්තර සඳහා 7111 අමතන්න. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ විශාලතම ගනුදෙනු ජාලයට පාරිභෝගික සම්බන්ධතාව ඩයලොග් එටිසෙලට් හච්. Easy Cash මොබයිල් එකෙන් ගනු සහ දෙනු. ළමයෝ දැන් ඩේටා වලට ඔච්චර ලෝභ වෙන්න ඕන නැහැ. ඔන්න ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ් එකේ ඩේටා ඩබල් වෙලා.
එහෙනම් ඩබල් ගෙවන්නත් වෙයි.
නෑ, තියෙන ඩේටා වගේ ඩබල් ලැබෙනවා පරණ ගානටම නොමිලේ. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකකේ සහ වේගවත්ම ඉන්ටර්නෙට් සම්බන්ධතාවයෙන් දැන් රැට ඩේටා ඩබල් වෙලා.
ඩේටා ඩබල්.
ඩයලොග් අනාගතය ආදායි. Easy Cash ලොව පුරා පිළිගත් මුදල් යවන ආයතන රාශියක් සමග එක්වේ. රට සල්ලි එවලේම ඔබේ මොබයිල් ෆෝන් එකට ලබාගත හැකි නවීන හා පහසුම ක්‍රමයක් හඳුන්වා දී. රට සල්ලි ඕනෑම වේලාවක ඕනෑම තැනකින් ඔබට ළඟම Easy Cash මධ්‍යස්ථානයකින් අරගන්න. වැඩි විස්තර සඳහා 7111 අමතන්න. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ විශාලතම ගනුදෙනු ජාලයට පාරිභෝගික සම්බන්ධතාව ඩයලොග් එටිසෙලට් හච්. Easy Cash මොබයිල් එකෙන් ගනු සහ දෙනු. ළමයෝ දැන් ඩේටා වලට ඔච්චර ලෝභ වෙන්න ඕන නැහැ. ඔන්න ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ් එකේ ඩේටා ඩබල් වෙලා.
එහෙනම් ඩබල් ගෙවන්නත් වෙයි.
නෑ, තියෙන ඩේටා වගේ ඩබල් ලැබෙනවා පරණ ගානටම නොමිලේ. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකකේ සහ වේගවත්ම ඉන්ටර්නෙට් සම්බන්ධතාවයෙන් දැන් රැට ඩේටා ඩබල් වෙලා.
ඩේටා ඩබල්.
ඩයලොග් අනාගතය ආදායි.
Welcome back to this live coverage of the Singer Under-20 Rugby League game between Science College and Dharmaraja College. The lads from Mount Lavinia have been dominating this game. They are well ahead by 35 points to nil. And it will be ThePapare to restart this second half. Another good run there by Janit Laksara. Another good start there. Brilliant run there by Laksara. Here's Madhu Madhava. Nothing. Box kick there by Madhu Madhava. Here's Dharmaraja. They need to sting up something here. Gives it to ThePapare. Not a clean collection there by the number 15. That's a penalty. Side entry there by referee Juan Fernando.
So we can see early on that the Rajan's coach hasn't said to put the kicking boots away, which I'm surprised about. They kicked away possession there, and it's a sloppy side entry from the fly half, and it's sort of the clean out that you expect from a fly half.
Certainly it is. And Paul, what's your take on the Science College performance throughout this game, the first 40 minutes, and just a quick recap on this entire school's rugby season? I mean, so far this is the third week.
Well, so far from what I've seen, Science College have got a great set piece, and it's all about their broken play rugby. So the longer the phases go, the better they look. That's all because they've got great support play. And here we see great body height here, and that's the reason why they're driving so high. You can see all the Rajan's heads are up in the air, and none of the Science College are up in the air.
Yes, the try scorer Udesh Madhusanka. That's turned over there by Dharmaraja. Sloppy passing there by the Rajans. Here's the number 14 Ratnayaka. It's a penalty. Hands in the ruck, says referee Rohan Fernando.
It looked like in the last ruck as well that there was a penalty coming as well, and there was an advantage, but he didn't seem to play that advantage very long, or didn't indicate he was playing it very long. And in 10 seconds, that's 2 offences by Science College, and we'll just see if the referee has a little word.
Science College now have a good attacking line out, but the throw is not straight. They haven't been able to put up anything continuously, Dharmaraja College.
No, their closed skill set is letting them down. Throwing into lineouts is something that you can do without any other players around. So that's a skill set that needs to be worked on and can be worked on by themselves. So disappointing. They've coughed up possession, which they don't have much of, and now they'll look to put pressure on at scrum time. Great scrum. Oi.
Quick tap taken there by Madhu Madhava. Gives it to Tanuja Madhuranga. Here's Desha Priya once again.
Looked like a great clean out by number 7, but he just went down on his knees straight after cleaning out, and that's called sealing off. Referee right on top of that. It looked like actually the kick through was taken well by the fullback, and he had time to look up, and there was space, so much space on the other side because there was such a great kick chase that there was no one in the background in the backfield for Science College.
Here's the lads from Mount Lavinia once again. Pereira, the hooker for Science College. They had an awful outing last week with their lineouts, but this time they've improved immensely. The referee have called it once. They need to use it the next time. Here's Madhu Madhava to Hansaja. Madhuranga to Dilshan. Supun Dilshan gives it to Tarindu Madhuranga. It's being well tackled there by Rajans. Madhu Madhava once again trying to sneak through. He scored 2 tries in the first half. Good defense there by Rajans. Here's the big prop forward, Janik Silva. It's Madhu Madhava to Madhuranga, and he's through, almost through there. They're still with the ball, and that's a try. The try scorer, number 20, Denuan Lakranda. Excellent work there by the second row forward.
Yeah, that was well cleaned up, and he just picked up the crumbs there. It was a knock forward by the fullback from the Rajans after that great break by one of the brothers. He just got on the outside of his player and made a great break, and it looked like they might have been through the phase before with an excellent backline move, but the passing is just a little bit off the mark, a little bit behind the players. So they've got to adjust, and they're not running at full speed.
The try scorer is Abhishek Fernando, number 22. Was been replaced inside the halftime break, and that's his first try for this game. 6th for Science College. Complete dominant performance here by Science College. Here's Tanuja Madhuranga for the conversion, the elder brother of Tarindu Madhuranga. They have been sensation for Science College from last year as well, and the kick is not successful. It's 40 points to nil. Paul, just talk us through on the passion for the Sri Lankan schools rugby.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's great to see the school system so vibrant and so well supported. You can see in the players' eyes as they come out to warm up that so much is on the line here in these games, and the support that they get on the sidelines is while it's a little bit one-eyed and parochial, but it's just passionate. All the supporters pick their sides, and they love it.
Gallopy together with the restart yet again. Science College once again using the short side there. The big prop forward Janet Silva. Scrappy bit of play there, but a good kick there by the skipper Niroshu Deanga. Good pressure by the Science College team. Madhuranga steals it for Science. Poor pass there by Science College, but they still have the ball. That's a penalty for Rajans. Holding on, says referee. Here's the big second row forward. Pagapad needs the center. Going through the motions. Here's Rajans. Can they score their first try here? That's the big prop forward, Anand Raja.
Well, with so many forwards in there at the ruck, there's only really one option here, and that's to pick and go because there's no one to pass to. So they either have to, the next ruck, maybe not commit so many players, or keep doing what they're doing, and they're getting over the advantage line. So why wouldn't they do that?
Here's the big man, Anand Raja. Here's Ratnayaka. Good tackle on him. Here's Galapita Gedara. They still have the advantage. Science have been defending well.
Boy.
Good tackle there by Science College player. And they have turned it over. Excellent work by the Rajans. Beg your pardon, the Science College team. And they have come up out with it. And here's the chase.
And the ball beats both players out there, and the Rajans were attacking with one player less. One of them's down there having a little nap. Oh no, he's up. He's back into it.
Rajans struggling to find their feet here at Ratmalan Air Force grounds. Not being able to strike through this Science defense. It's a penalty. Tackling the player on the air, says referee Rohan Fernando. Giving the warning to number 6, Udesh Madhusankar. Deshapriya finds 20 to 30 meters for Rajans.
I've been watching Anand Raja, the big man for the Rajans, and he's really labouring at the moment. He was the one who was on the ground injured in the last passage of play, and he's slowly getting to each set piece at the moment. He's not making the difference for his team, and he'll be hoping to change that.
So it's a good move there by the number 7, Bandara. Here's Ratnayaka. They have stolen the ball, Science College. Excellent work there in the breakdown. Here's Madhuranga to his young elder brother Tanuja. Madhu Madhava here. He has some gas and he lost the ball. But that's a penalty for a high tackle. The referee calls back play. Number 18, Madhuvanta, the culprit there for the high tackle.
I've got to say, that was just laziness. He was there, he could have made an effective tackle, but he just didn't quite do what he needed to do. And the kick doesn't find touch. Terrible mistake.
Yes, Supun Dilshan, he's not renowned to take kicks for Science College, but he has messed up there.
An amazing banana kick that bananaed away from the touchline.
They have taken out Thanuja Maduranga and put his brother Tarindu Maduranga to the centre combination, but this time around Supun Dilshan makes no mistake with the kick.
I've got to say that both teams are labouring at the moment. Maybe it's the heat or the scoreline, but the edge seems to have left the game, and there's a lot of mistakes. There's players walking around, there's no defensive line coming up, there's passes are going astray. Every backline move there seems to be a pass going behind a player. The coaches on both sides must be looking at each other just thinking, what are we doing here?
So Paul, you're a professional coach as well. What do you expect from these players at this moment?
Well, I'd expect that leaders to stand up on both sides, you know, and just to do everything they can right. Your clean out has to be right. Your ball carry has to be right. The passing has to be on the mark. You have to get in a defensive unit. You treat the ball like it's gold. Kicking has to be on the mark. At the moment, we're not seeing much of that at all.
Yes, Tarindu Maduranga. As you said earlier, the passes are not going into hands. Once again, the players are labouring here. Here's Janit Silva, the big prop forward. Here's Supun Dilshan once again with a good kick.
Got too long, and the question is it going to roll all the way out? No. But at a point like this, when you're a coach on the sideline, you can't make much change without screaming, yelling from the sideline, and that's not something that any coach wants to do. So what you expect is that your leaders will stand up and they'll say to the other players, let's get back to basics, let's catch and pass properly, let's clean out right, and let's do our set pieces right. And that's what's expected.
Yes, certainly the intensity and the pace shown in the first half is lacking from both teams this half. Science College currently leading 40 points to nil, but they need to finish off this game on a high. It's another gentle reminder to all the viewers. The Papare Light is a social media platform covering the lighter side of sports, sporting events of institutions, students, corporates, you name it. You can inform your event to the editor at thepapare.com or call our hotline 0777 822 777 for all the details. And as we see, Dharmaraja once again, they have lost the ball once again in the contact. Janit Laksara. Here's answer jerk to captain. Oh, another cardinal error there by Tarindu Maduranga.
That's right. It looks like it's error after error. The Rajan player took the ball up, went into contact, and terrible ball placement. Lying on his back and just presented the ball basically to Science College. They turn it over, they come back, 3 passes and a drop ball. So it just seems to be going from error to error. As I said, you'd expect your leaders, your captain, your forward leaders, the fly half, the fullback, the centres to stand up and say, look, fellas, let's just go back to basics, play it a bit tighter if we can't go wide.
In the back play, there's Supun Dilshan have come to the first receiver's position. They've put behind Hansager, who's playing at the fly half position. Here's another number 8 break. Good run there by Durajan's number 8. Good passage of play here by Dharmaraja. They're waking up the faces here. Support have been great, and there's a penalty once again. Entering the ruck from the side, says referee Rohan. Yes, the winger number 14 Ratnayaka. That's captain Niroshu Deanga giving a penalty. Will we see a card here, Paul?
Well, it's been a recurring theme of the rucks. Yes, we do see a card. So it's been a recurring theme of the rucks here that players seem to get their hands on the ball, and Science College guilty again. So that's 10 minutes without 15 players. But that's what the coach might want, you know. Where you put the players, you're up by 40 points. Let's see if we can put our team under a little bit of pressure and see how they react.
That's the captain Niroshu Deanga who will be sitting out for the next 10 minutes, and Dharmaraja now have a great opportunity just 5 meters out from the try line. They need to score here. They need to come back into this game. Something to cheer about. They need a solid line out, but they have stolen it. But the pressure on the scrum half has given another opportunity for Dharmaraja there.
So there we go. It's a great pressure. Not a very good throw. Their line out could use a little bit of work, the Rajans, but what you ask for here is concentration. Each player has a job here at scrum time, and they'll know what that job is. So you've got to concentrate on your responsibility and your role here, and we get that right, and then we have a great scrum, and then we see what happens after that. But as with every other scrum so far for the Rajans, the number 8 will probably pick up.
Good tackle there by Janit Laksara. Here's Ratnayaka. Another good tackle there by number 18. Rajans scrambling their way through. They're hungry for their first try. Can they score it here? This is the hooker. It's having a dreadful game, but there's another opportunity. Here's Gihan Deshapriya taking a quick tap. And that's the first try. Gihan Deshapriya scores for Dharmaraja College.
It looked like he was pretty lucky to get that one. I didn't think it was behind the mark where he took the tap, but the referee let him get away with it, and then he just snuck over and scored a try. And maybe that's the lift they need. You know, I had a coach once who said to me, if one team can score 35 points and a half, another team can score 35 points and a half. Although it's a dream, you know, you can claw your way back, and if you play with personal pride, then you'd expect them to come back, especially when they've got one-man advantage.
Certainly it is, and that's the first points for Dharmaraja College. Deshapriya, he will try to convert his own try. Won't be a tough one for the fullback, and that's through. 40 points to 7. Dharmaraja College putting up their first points of this game. They needed that. They needed that very badly, Dharmaraja College.
They needed that after 5 minutes into the game. But look, the body language here says to me that they're not as switched on as they could be. They should be all back in position and ready to go. And with 15 men against 14, you want fast play. So Science College would want to slow this down, which they don't. And the Rajans would want to play with speed, which they don't either.
There goes another mistake for the Dharmaraja College. As we were just saying, they need to be exactly on point and accurate with everything, every play of their game. But here we see another spill by the winger. He's giving another opportunity for Science College.
Well, if you look up in the dictionary schoolboy era, you'd see a picture of that, where after you score a try, they kick to you, and you can't take the ball on the full, and you knock on. You know, the coach must be pulling his hair out if he's got any hair left after that first half.
Madhava gives it to Hansaja. Tarindu Maduranga playing the center position. Still have the ball. Yes, Madhu Madhava sneaking through, and he's through. That's the hat trick for Hashan Madhu Madhava. Excellent work by the halfback.
Yeah, he stood up, he looked like he was going to do some big halfback pass and then just glided through a gap. Looks like he might have tweaked a hammy. He's sort of walking funny, like he needs to go to the toilet or something, but that's 3 tries for him, so he's done pretty well.
He's done his job. He has done it perfectly. The little halfback. Hansaja will take the conversion in the absence of Tanuja Maduranga. That's through, and it's 47 points to 7 here at Air Force Grounds in Ratmalana. Science College hitting back hard after they concede their first try for Rajans just a few minutes ago.
Well, if you thought that try was going to change the momentum of the game, really the Rajans just gave that away. The simple error in catching the ball. Then they just open up in the defence around the ruck. You know, they're 2 really simple mistakes, and that's why they're walking back to halfway. A disjointed team, they're going back in dribs and drabs, their heads are down, their shoulders are slumped, and the referees have to call them up to say, come on boys, let's play, and you wouldn't think that they have the one-man advantage.
Certainly it is. The body language is lacking from the teams, and they're just waiting till they hear the final whistle. That's how they are playing at the moment, but nevertheless Science College dominating this game. They're rigging in the changes. They're giving everyone an opportunity to taste this Singer Schools Rugby League. Not a good collection there by Science College. There's another scrum for the Rajans, the lads from Kandy. They've been very disappointing in the breakdowns, but they have been very good with the scrums.
Yeah, that's right. The scrum platform has been good, and that's one thing both teams can be happy about. The lineouts have been another thing. I think one team's made the other team look better than possibly they could have.
They have turned the ball over. Here's Hansaja giving it to Tarindu Maduranga. Here's Supun Dilshan. Beg your pardon, it's not Dilshan. So Dasanaika there. And that's a penalty for holding on. Dasanaika there.
That seems like another case where ball presentation hasn't been up to scratch. So he was flat on his back. His job really is, as the ball carrier, is to get in a position where he's not flat on his back and presents the ball well.
And we have got the news from Royal Complex. St. Thomas's College leading 14 points to 10 against Royal College at their own backyard, while St. Anthony's College leading the game 11 points to 7 against St. Peter's College. So seems like an upset there in Kandy. They're playing for the Rector's Trophy, while the other game playing between Royal College and St. Thomas's College playing for the Michael Gunratha Trophy. Seems like St. Thomas's College will record their first win at Royal Complex, but nevertheless here from Ratmalana, Science College leading convincingly 47 points to 7.
The coach here for Science College ringing the changes and getting another prop on and giving one of his big men a break. Referee says we're not quite ready. There's too many players on the field. Wait till that man gets off. Time on, and we're ready to play.
Free kick for Science College. Just poor piece of communication there.
I thought it might have been a balk or from the hooker, or I'm not sure, but as with all penalties, it's at line out time he came in 15 metres. It was a short arm penalty or a free kick in old speak, and Science College have decided to go with the scrum and see what they set up from here. It's a dangerous position. It's a left-hand sided scrum, so the halfbacks are out of play, so there's one man less in defence for Rajans, and they'll be wanting to attack, and so each pass has to be perfect if they're going to attack with their backs here. Oh, there we go. First one's not.
They've spilled the ball there once again, but here's the replacement winger trying to sneak through there. Science still have the position of the ball. It's the number 20. Madhumadawa gives a nice boot to that. Deshapriya lets it bounce, but luckily for him, scrappy play there by both teams actually. And here we see Dharmaraja almost. Excellent work there by the Bravo.
It's the third one I've seen him go for. It's the first one he's managed to pull off almost, but just couldn't hold on to the ball. I would have liked to have seen him sprint away for a 50-metre try, but he's offside and he gets his marching orders there, yellow card. He's been loitering around in the Science College backline all day, and that comes down to fitness for me, not getting back on side and then coming up and then getting back on side and coming up. And if you're not quite there as far as your fitness is concerned, you don't do it.
Certainly it is, but as a coach he should have just changed the prop forward. That's what he should have been doing early on. It's just the final few minutes. If he's not fit enough, he should be replaced right away. Nevertheless, Rajans now have one man short for the next 10 minutes. Here goes the Science College rolling ball. They have been exceptional with the rolling ball this evening. Hansaja gives, it's a forward pass. Hansaja to skipper Niroshu Deanga.
The Rajans do make the line-out drive look very good. It was a no-jump, short throw to two, and they didn't have momentum, but they just drove away, the Science College.
Another schoolboy error there by Niroshu Deanga. They got a penalty advantage for offside play there by Rajans. They got the quick tap, but nevertheless, Niroshu Deanga butterfingers by the captain.
I'd say if they go into camp in the next couple of weeks, ball handling and passing will have to be one of the skills that they'll be working on, both sides. Rajans will be working on their ruck defence, I would imagine, the kick chase, line out, sacking, the mauls. The coach will have a full clipboard to work with. And the Science College there, although they have dominated this game, their backline hasn't been as electric and clinical as I would like to see. The ball's not out in front every time. What happens is that the players have to turn around and start again, and it just looks like it's broken play instead of being a one flowing move where the ball's out in front and there's nice transfer of the ball.
Certainly it is, Paul. You're spot on that note. So here we see another scrum in favour of Dharmaraja. Good drive there by Science College. Is Deshapriya running in back into the traffic. There's the big prop. And here's the centre. It's been terrific throughout the game, but they still have the ball. Rajans.
Although they do get out of their 22, that's not what you'd want from a coach. They're so far behind, 47-7, and you just want them to keep the ball in hand and have a little run with the ball.
Another handling error there by Science College. Bit of argy-bargy there. Good to light up the spirits of the players. It's good to see the players still fighting it out.
Well, yeah, was that a little New Year's hug, was it? Season's greetings?
Probably, yes. Exactly. So, Science College, number 27 there. Nisanka, Kavishka Nisanka. Free kick for Dharmaraja. Prop forward. Goes past 1, 2. We see some momentum in favor of Rajans. Here's number 14. Good tackle on number 14. That's Nisanka.
And he was put away there by the great pass, a drawn pass by the player inside of number 12, and that's what putting the ball in front of the player can do. You know, it just means that you're running onto the ball. You've got more pace, more momentum.
The referee has asked the Science captain regarding a special, which we don't know yet, but he's just asking the captain here at the moment.
Oh, look, he's laying down the law. Yeah, that's for sure. He's talking about something, and the captain has obviously looked like the captain was doing a lot of nodding, trying to appease the referee, which is what captains normally have to do.
They've taken out Janit Silva, who had a good game, and they have put Pereira into the game. Another Burley prop. Yes, Science College. Poor pass there once again from the halfback, replacement halfback. Bandara.
So halfback fly half relationships always should be a well-oiled machine, and it takes two to tango. So was the fly half too far away from the 9? Was the 9 was it just a poor pass? You know, both players have to take responsibility for that. The transfer of ball, disappointing.
The first half was much better for Science College. Here's Rajans once again. Here's the number 8 breaking through the short side. He lost the ball there. Nevertheless, Dharmaraja still have the ball. The referee goes back for the initial infringement. Offside by Science College. The referee signals, and here's number 15 taking a quick tap, giving it to their Burley number 1, the prop forward. Oliveira, the replacement prop forward there.
Just a couple of metres out, and they'll look to keep it tight. We know they can get over the advantage line, so that's what they're going to try and do, rumble it up, and see lots of great teams around the world do this.
They almost lost the ball there. Here's Ratnayaka to Ratnayaka. Good tackle on him. Brilliant tackle there by Niroshu Deanga, the captain. Here's Deshapriya. And they have taken the ball. Here's Janit Laksara. Excellent run. Here's Taridu Maduranga. Can he go all the way? Does he have the pace? Yes, he has. Here's Taridu Maduranga scoring the 8th try for Science College. Broken play there once again.
Well, it was another display of support play. You could see as soon as they made the break in the initial hole, you had players flooding through from Science College to try and get on the end of it, and basically all they have is they say to each other, you're my teammate, and I'm going to try and support you as much as I can. And you saw them coming from everywhere. He had 4 or 5 players with him, and they were all calling for the ball and all asking. But he just used his pace and burnt around the outside of the cover.
Certainly it is. Tarindu Maduranga, he scored the match-winning try last week against St. Peter's College. Now we see here once again scoring the 8th try for Science College. Here's a Hansager to convert this, make it 54, and he's successful, and that's the conversion for Science College, 54 points to 7.
Be disappointing for the Rajans. They were 3 metres out from the try line and heavy on attack. I think they were pick and driving, and they just committed too many players to one of their drives, and then everyone was in front of the ball, so they had to go out to the backs, and then a big tackle by one of the Science players and turn it around, and there's a try at the other end.
The news from Royal Complex is Royal College leading 15 points to 14. Seems like a brilliant game. Nevertheless, Paul, we have to choose the man of the match here. Who's your choice? Is it Madhava or Udesh Madhusankar?
I'd say it'd have to be the halfback. His ball distribution was excellent. He was there. He saw the opportunity. You could see that their ruck defence was a bit poor, and he took full opportunity there, and he just set the backs away as well. So I'd give it to the number 9.
Yes, certainly the ThePapare choice for the man of the match for this game is Hashan Madhumadava, the little halfback who scored a hat-trick of tries here on this evening. Just the final few moments of this game. It had got dark here at Rathmalana. It's the replacement halfback feeding the ball. That was Priyadarshana. But another error by Science College, giving another opportunity for Dharmaraja College. Paul, just give us your thoughts on the first half and the second half, the comparison.
Well, it started off in a like today. It started off with it's a full blaze of glory. The Science College started off really hot, but and scored 35 points in the first 40 minutes. They came out in the second half and they weren't quite as hot, and like the sun, their skill base disappeared, and it's really been sloppy play after that. But they still managed to come through, and their support plays really showing in the tries that they have scored.
Before this game, Science had only scored 6 tries in 2 games, but this game they have scored 8 tries. They're completely dominated here. Nevertheless, they are trying to go past for their 9th try here. Excellent defense here by Dharmaraja. Not giving an opportunity for Science to break through. They have the numbers out wide. Here's Laksara, then dangerous flanker. Oh, Tarindu Maduranga spills the bean.
Yeah, and there you have it again. Willing support play, but the execution wasn't quite there.
Yeah, and that's the end of the game here at Rathmalana. Science College completely dominating game. Here's the key stats for this game. Science College 54 points, Dharmaraja College 7 points. The Science College scored 8 tries and 7 conversions, and Dharmaraja scoring the only solitary converted try. Hashan Madhumadava is our choice for the man of the match. Thank you, Paul, for all your expert commentaries given for ThePapare.com, Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub. The news from Rathmalana is the final score 54 points to 7. Science College recording their 3rd consecutive victory in this Singer Under-20 Rugby League Division 1 tournament. That's it from ThePapare.com. Thank you for joining with us for this live coverage. We will be back next week as well. And tomorrow it will be a great game here at CRN FC when Wesley College plays St. Joseph's College. Thank you and good evening.
Sunday's looking to add the extra. And seal the win. As you guys know now, 21 with a 10-point gap. And Antonio has to score twice to win this game from now. A big task ahead for the Antonians. About 4 minutes remaining here at Mixtawala. And it's getting back at me. And Anthony has to do something out of the box to win it from here. Samuel keeps it.
ළමයෝ දැන් ඩේටා වලට ඔච්චර ලෝභ වෙන්න ඕන නැහැ. ඔන්න ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ් එකේ ඩේටා ඩබල් වෙලා.
එහෙනම් ඩබල් ගෙවන්නත් වෙයි.
නෑ, තියෙන ඩේටා වගේ ඩබල් ලැබෙනවා පරණ ගානටම නොමිලේ. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක එකේ සහ වේගවත්ම ඉන්ටර්නෙට් සම්බන්ධතාවයෙන් දැන් රෑට ඩේටා ඩබල් වෙලා.
ඩේටා ඩබල්.
ඩයලොග් අනාගතය ආදායි. Easy Cash ලොව පුරා පිළිගත් මුදල් යවන ආයතන රාශියක් සමග එක්වේ. රට සල්ලි එවලේම ඔබේ මොබයිල් ෆෝන් එකට ලබාගත හැකි නවීන හා පහසුම ක්‍රමයක් හඳුන්වා දී. රට සල්ලි ඕනෑම වේලාවක ඕනෑම තැනකින් ඔබට ළඟම Easy Cash මධ්‍යස්ථානයකින් අරගන්න. වැඩි විස්තර සඳහා 7111 අමතන්න. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ විශාලතම ගනුදෙනු ජාලයට පාරිභෝගික සම්බන්ධතාව ඩයලොග් එතිසලාත් හච්. Easy Cash මොබයිල් එකෙන් ගනු සහ දෙනු.